I just showered and my mirror was fogged up so I couldn't look in the mirror, and I just opened my camera and I was like, I look like a freaking raccoon. I guess we'll just start the YouTube this way. Hey, how are you? Good morning. I was not planning on vlogging today, but I quit my job and I have a couple weeks off before I start my new one, and I was like, this is the time to finally start my YouTube. So we're doing it and I'm really excited. All right, y'all. We're looking normal again. We're good. Also, shirt is set active. You can't really see my pants, but they're Brandy Melville. Okay, we're gonna make a green smoothie and then some lunch and then get ready and then go run some errands. Oh, it's time to add the food. I'm making just like a really basic lunch. I'm doing veggies with white rice with this like, my foil just got stuck in the air fryer. It's not real chicken is what I was going to say. And it's actually really good. I really like it. All right, green juice time. So we start with an insane amount of spinach. Fun fact about me, I used to be the pickiest eater when I was a kid. Like all I wanted was pasta, butter, and salt. I'm not kidding, you can ask my parents. Jack's always really loved spinach, so he's gonna try and do you want a piece of spinach? Here you go, bud. Right for the camera. Okay, and then I have frozen pineapple chunks. I don't do that much. Yeah, good old chlorophyll. I used to try and drink this just with water. Hate it alone. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, ooh, 10. The grossest thing in the world, spirulina. I used to work at a smoothie shop and I do not remember spirulina looking, well no, I remember it looking like this, but I don't remember it tasting this bad. It literally smells like, you know when you're driving on the freeway and you like in the middle of nowhere and you pass like that, like a cow farm? That's the fucking smell. Can I cuss on here? This is one of my cats. Oh, I probably should have mentioned I have 2 cats. If you don't like cats, you'll like them. I promise. Mwah. Last ingredient is lion's mane. But it's supposed to be good for like your nerve health. Wait, is it nerve? Yeah, nerve health. And then like your brain and your focus, and Jax is trying to get more spinach. I'm gonna hold Jax away, but then I fill it up with Buddy. You done? Then we fill it up with, he's just gonna come back up here. A lot of water. Ooh, that might have been too much. And then we blend. Okay, please don't be chunky. I think we're good. Jax, please. I don't know how I'm supposed to film with my cats. All right, let's see if it's good. Bomb diggity. Let's get cook-a-lookin'. All right, so I already made yesterday this exact same lunch. I just really liked it, so we're doing it again. But I already have my white rice made, which is like a rice that's, I get it at Whole Foods, I think. Mushrooms in. Corn and peas. Yes, they are frozen. Woo! The entire bag of peas. And on the ground. We have the vegetarian, like chicken. Then we have the white rice. It's the Mediterranean one that's really, really good. We have corn, peas, onion, mushroom, spinach. And then I added salt, pepper, garlic powder, cayenne pepper, oregano, basil, cumin, and a lot of cinnamon. So it's kind of got like a Greek flavor to it. And then at the end, I put in some mayo and then some Primal Kitchen Caesar dressing. I think it's time for this to come off. I am obsessed with this brand. It's just from Target. I don't know if it's actually good for your hair. All of their stuff, including their dry shampoos and like curly gels, it smells divine. Like if I could turn all of it into like a different perfume, I would. Sometimes whenever I'm going to bed with Casey and I want to smell like extra good, I will take the, where is it? This one. Ow. I'll take the curl protector and I will literally put it in my hands and like put on my neck and stuff to make myself smell better. It's not its purpose, it's curl shit. I just went to get my clippy thing and it broke. My hair was drying quickly, so we gotta get move on. We'll do a scrunchie instead of a clip. I just like the clip better because I feel like it doesn't crease my hair at all. And hair ties do. This is what I use. I used to always do, and I'll do it sometimes, it is smoother, but I'll do a round brush with a blow dryer. Still love that technique, nothing wrong with it, but this is just so easy, and I'm lazy. So. My arms are tired. We're almost done. My arms hurt so bad. Magical. It's a lot of volume. It'll die down. Okay. This is, what time is it? It's 5:41. The day got away from me. Well, actually, the sun did. I was going to do my makeup Q&A earlier, but the sun went away and you literally could not see me. So now I'm sitting in my bedroom in the only light area on my bed. I just poured myself a little glass of wine. But cheers to our first YouTube. We are going to start off with the prep before I do my makeup, and then I will start to go through some questions that I have and just tell you guys about myself a little bit. My cats fight all the time. Kiki. Okay, so first thing, I'm doing this moisturizer. I just got this in my Ipsy bag, and I am so in love with it. I'll show you guys in a minute. I think that the brand is called like Rich Bitch. I think that's right. It's so cute, and literally it smells, kind of smells like shea butter. Wow, I just got this like a week ago, and I've already used up so much of it. So this is it, Rich Bitch. It is the Cactus and Vitamin C Moisturizer, and I've ditched all of my other moisturizers just to use this moving forward because it's delicious. Okay, then we've got, there's nothing really left on it, but this was the e.l.f. something primer. All I know is that it's the green bottle, and it is, this is literally like I have a silk sheet on my face afterwards. I never used to use primers, and I'm really happy that I do now because it really is a game changer. I just feel like it like fills in your pores, and I have really big pores, and my makeup will just like sit in it, you know? Okay, so next thing that I do, this is kind of newer. I think I got this like 2 weeks ago. It's the Maybelline Bb Cream, I think, or Bb Fresh. It has SPF in it. I got it way too dark, but whenever I self-tan like I did last night, it's kind of perfect. But if I don't have a tan on me, I know, it is terrible. I agree. See, it's like very orange, but I'll show you. I promise it looks okay in the end. We just gotta trust the process with this product. And it sits really nicely under the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter, which love that product. I think I bought it like right before the hype happened. There was a makeup artist that was like, you gotta get this, like it's so good. And I was like, who's Charlotte Tilbury? And then she totally blew up. I also have tried to film my first YouTube video for months now. I think I've done 3 tries. If you guys see this video, it means I finally successfully uploaded a video, but it has been a journey, let me tell you. So first things first, I have the SPF BB cream on. So I smooth it with my fingers. I like to take a beauty blender and just pat it in. Next, we've got the Charlotte Tilbury Flawless Filter. This is my 3rd bottle of it, I think. I've had this forever and ever and ever. I love it so much, but I get a shade that's like a little bit too dark. But I like to do that because I feel like when I self-tan, all of my foundation does not match me. So I have to go a little bit darker, and if needed, if I'm just feeling extra pale, I'll just put more concealer on to like even it out. One of the things I'm literally asked, no joke, on a daily basis is just how did I get started on my fitness journey and like what motivates me, what keeps me going, because I feel like for a lot of people, including myself when I first started my fitness journey, I literally like, it's been a roller coaster. I've gone for a couple months or even a couple weeks and then I'll stop and then I'll keep going, and it's just like not consistent. I started about 10 years ago, and then I don't know, I was consistent and then I wasn't, and I was drinking a bunch in college, and then once I met my boyfriend, I was just like, oh, well, somebody loves me, so I don't need to be working out anymore to look any different because they like me for who I am and what I look like and the way that I am. And like that was just totally the wrong thinking, because when you think about it, when you're working out, my goals used to be to get like skinny and to like change how I looked because I didn't like myself. It was kind of just out of like hate, I guess I would say, for myself. And it was more about my aesthetics, which I didn't even realize that it was good for you mentally, all the different other benefits that it has. And so once I like actually got out of my head and I was like realizing what it does for me, it which was a couple years later, that's when my whole journey changed. Because when you're just going for aesthetics, you can stop whenever and just be like, I just don't feel like it and I don't really care how I look, and then why would you go to the gym, you know? So when I changed it to being like, okay, I truly am doing this for my mental health. When I show up for myself every single day, it helps me love myself more and it helps me sleep better. It helps with my anxiety and depression, all those fun things. It's just so much harder to not go. You know what I mean? I have had, like, kind of along with that question, like, what keeps you motivated? I think for everybody, there's different things. Like, my best friend, Michaela, and Libby, who's not my best friend, but I love Libby. They have been doing, like, newer stuff, just talking about, like, yeah, it's cool to look up to others for motivation, but, like, why not yourself, you know? I just think that's the most amazing thing because, like, if you look to yourself for motivation, that's just fucking amazing. So I really highly recommend turning to yourself for motivation. Even, like, a trend that I like to do that you guys will see on my, like, TikTok and Instagram is that I will, after every single workout, immediately after, I'll prop up my camera or my phone in the corner of the gym. I'll do my stretching, and then I will do, like, a just random video of me just sitting in front of my camera and just being, like, showing how I feel after the workout. Like, I'll be smiley, I'll be dancing, or, like, some days I'm just like, wow, that really didn't help me. But, like, with that, I just feel like if you look back on those videos to when you were just, like, so pumped after your workout, had those workout endorphins flowing, and how happy you were and how good it made you feel, and you're not feeling like going to the gym and you watch that, it just makes you want to go. You know, like, you're like, I felt so good. I feel kind of bad right now. That's making me want to go. So absolutely love doing that. I also think too, like, if you have somebody that you can do this with, a workout buddy changes the absolute game. Like, when you have a workout buddy to just hang out with you, you have the same time every day that you're gonna go together. It's kind of like having, like, an actual hangout session that you don't want to miss because you don't want to bail. It just makes it so much better, and you feel more confident in the gym. You have somebody with you. You can try out new machines and new movements and not feel like you're alone, you know, and someone's staring at you, and you can, like, pump each other up. Like, today, I was at the gym with my gym buddy, and we literally were cracking up. We did 3 different versions of hip thrust variations. We were dying, and we were just sitting there going, like, you got it, and, like, screaming, and it was just so much fun. So I genuinely enjoyed the heck out of it. So Gym Buddy also is great. Quickly before I go on, I just used the Armani Luminous Silk Foundation. What is it in? In 5.5. That's the shade. I love this. When I went to the makeup artist and then got the Charlotte Tilbury, they told me to get this with it, and it just pairs so nicely. It's like a very, it's not super high coverage, but it's like a moisturizing foundation, which me with my eczema dry skin, I really need. It's contour time. So I'm gonna use the Fenty Beauty. This is like a contour stick in shade Truffle, which is number 4. So I'm gonna put it, I need to look in a mirror, high up on my cheekbones, and that's it. I used to contour my nose and my forehead and everything. We're not doing that anymore. I look back and it looked so bad. The next thing that I just saw is that somebody, so this morning I used for the first time the world's smallest blender, and I have been dry scooping for years. And the reason I dry scoop is because whenever I, like, mix my pre-workout in water and then chug that before I go into the gym, I have to pee like 4 times during my workout. And when you're taking off, like, sweaty shorts or leggings during a workout and trying to put them back on, not to mention just inconvenient to pee in the middle of your workout, I've just been very over it. And so that's why I've been dry scooping, is like, you need a minimal amount of water. You're not gonna have to go pee when you're working out. And so it makes it a lot easier, but it's not good for your teeth. So I really do need to stop that. And I've also heard that pre-workout, it's more efficient when you are actually letting it absorb into water. So when you're dry scooping, you're actually not getting the full benefits. So I got this little mini blender that I saw somebody use on TikTok. It's like this big, and people loved it on TikTok this morning. It's like a freaking joke, but it actually worked great because then you just have like a shot's worth of water, which is not too much. And then with your pre-workout, you just take a little shot and you go in. You don't have to pee, but you're not dry scooping and hurting your teeth. Okay, and also when I take this, I'm gonna go along my cheekbone and then I bring it up onto my forehead, but I'm not actually gonna do a line on my forehead because I've noticed that's way too harsh when I do that. And then I'll take the excess and I'll pat it on the sides of my nose. I'm sweating way too much. Hang on. This is coming off. The sun is just beaming right on me. Ooh, it's too much. Okay, little wardrobe change. Okay, so this concealer is like way too light for me. This is the, what is it? Born This Way Multi-Use Sculpting Concealer, and it's in shade Vanilla. So I just do like the tiniest, I should be using a mirror. I just put that like in my eyeball. And then I'll put a little bit here. I get really red here, and then chin. I did get another question asking if I have a boyfriend, which I think was a new follower. I do. We've been dating for, we're going on 5.5 years. That's crazy to me. It feels like it's been 1 year. His work schedule is like really strange and off, so I wish we could like go to the gym together consistently, but if we're lucky, it's like once a week. That's all we really get, but it's still something. I'll take it. Okay, let's go through some questions. I have a few in here to do. I have them all up here. I have a few to do with my workout playlist. I am working on building a new Spotify playlist for you guys, and I'm really hoping to have it up soon. I'm just really sick of my music right now. It's good music, don't get me wrong, but I'm just really sick of it. So I want to put together like new stuff that I'm liking. I actually had a bunch of questions asking how I'm doing, which is really sweet. You guys care. I'm actually doing so well right now. The past 5 years have been really stressful. I've just like, ever since I graduated college, I was just go, go, go with my work, and I am a total workaholic, and I will do it way too much until I pretty much just pass out. And in my previous job, I was working like 12 to 15 hours on average every day with no lunch breaks, and I just wasn't even having time to go for my like fun hot girl walks or anything. And I was just sitting at home at my desk all freaking day working, and it was just exhausting. And so given my job was also a really, really hard one, I just quit it. My last day was on Friday. So now I'm unemployed until I start my new job. So I'm really, really, really happy. It just feels wrong. Like as I'm going throughout my day, I'm just thinking that I should be getting to work and that like my emails are piling up, but realistically, there's nothing that's piling up, and it just feels strange. Oh, body positivity, how to love yourself. So this is something I genuinely can't tell you guys how much I've struggled with this, and I still do. Like, don't think that I'm some pro on loving yourself and being kind to yourself. Like, I do the best that I can, but your girl's not perfect. I feel like when it comes to loving yourself and that whole body positivity movement thing, it'll fluctuate. Like, it's gonna feel like a roller coaster. Some days you're gonna be like, ah, this is working, my affirmations are working, I'm being so kind to myself. And then other days you're just gonna wake up and just feel like poo. And there might not be anything that'll get you out of it. But I'll walk you guys through what I do that's just helpful for myself. I was just talking to my parents about this when they were here this week. For me, especially when it comes to just self-love, it's just been super helpful for me to stop and think about those thoughts that I'm thinking to myself at that moment, and stop and be like, would I say this to my mom? Would I say it to my significant other? Would I say it to my best friend, to my sister, anyone that I really love? And if the answer is no, like if it's gonna hurt their feelings, why the frick am I saying it to myself? And you just need to ask yourself that. Like, if you ever look in the mirror and you're having a bad body image day, why would you ever say whatever you're saying to yourself to somebody else and be okay with that? Like, if I was in a relationship or friendship or whatever with somebody that I was just being treated really badly and being told very negative things about myself from somebody else, I would not want them in my life. I'm sorry, I just would not. So for me, I just try to stop and think like, would I say this to somebody else that I love? Would it hurt their feelings? If it would, then I need to shut the hell up and get on with my life and take it back. So what I do is, if I have negative self-talk, I will literally look myself in the mirror. This might sound crazy, and I'll just be like, why are you saying that? You're being so mean to yourself. Take it back right now. And then I'll do just some sort of manifestation to make myself feel better and take it back, because why am I being mean to myself? Do you know what I mean? I am putting on bronzer. So this is the Hoola Benefit bronzer. I think it's just like a one shade deal. I don't think there's other, no. I think it's just like a one shade situation. I love this bronzer. I've had it forever. As you can tell, I've like totally gone through so much of it. It's fantastic. And I was kind of wiping on different areas. And I'm really not even using a mirror right now, and I should be. This could look awful right now. I think it's just so hard for us as humans to accept our body at all stages. Like, we're always looking forward to this next step and that body that you see online that's probably photoshopped and what you want to see when you look in the mirror, instead of just being like, this is what I am right now. And I'm still sexy and I still look great. And just like admiring every stage of the journey. Like I've looked back on so many photos from years ago to when I hated myself and been like, you are gorgeous. Why are you so hard on yourself? And I just realized how much time I wasted by being so negative and mean to myself and how much that affected me. And then you just look back on that and you're like, I lost so much time for what? And I just made myself feel so bad, and that could have just backtracked my mental health so much for what? So when I'm putting on blush, I used to do it like here on like the apples of my cheeks like we've all been told. But I'll show you guys too. I got this in my Ipsy box. Auto Bomb Girl Powder. And what I do is it's got like 4 different things in here. We've got a highlighter on the end and then 3 different types of blush. And so what I'll do is I will pack into all 3 and then I start applying. I go high up on my cheekbones. I don't even try and touch my apple or cheek apple, whatever that's called. And I'll bring it up onto my forehead a little because I actually really like how that looks. And then on top of the forehead, or on top of the nose. Next is highlighter. So I also got this in my Ipsy bag. Okay, so I'll do the bridge of the nose and the tip of the nose. And this is just like a highlighter stick. And then I do the top of the lip. And then I do the inners of my eye. And then my brow bone, whatever this is called, this thingy. And then for the rest of the highlight for my cheeks, so I used to use that on my cheeks and I don't like it as much. So I got this Fenty Beauty, what is it? It's Hustla Baby as the shade. And I'll just take a brush and then I'll just put this on my cheekbones. Oh, you guys, I'm really surprised at how good this is turning out when I haven't been using a mirror. That is astonishing. And then I rub out the rest of the highlighter that I did with the stick. I let it sit for like a second for fun. I gotta do the brows because mine used to be so full and now they're so scarce. I don't know what's happening. It's kind of annoying. But I have this little like 2-sided spoolie and then it's like a very, if you guys can see, very angled brush. I got this in college. This is literally one of the oldest things that I have. But I got it when I was getting my brows done. It's called Browfection. And it's in Sepia Sienna, which is a medium shade, but I'll put a little thingy here. But I'm almost out of it too, but I'll just put it on the angled brush and I'll just like fill in the spots that need it because my thickety thick brows are no longer thickety thick, which is really frustrating and sad. This is the eyeshadow palette that I'm using and it's called Fireside. Yeah, it's an Ipsy exclusive. I don't know what it is. But it's got these different eyeshadows in it and I think it's just gorgeous. Like it's very natural tones, which I love. So the first thing I'm gonna do, I don't do this every day, but we're gonna do it because we're having fun today, is I'm gonna use this one called Snow Bunny. It's like a very light color. And then I will actually take like a really fluffy, just like basic brush. And then I'll just use the Hoola bronzer and fill it in. Oh, tips for anxiety. You tell me. I used to, like, so journaling always helps me. Going to the gym always helps me. Venting to a friend or to my therapist helps too. But my anxiety has just been like crazy lately. I do not know what's going on. Like it's been to the point where I wake up every single morning and it's just like a rock in my chest and I'm just like going a million miles a minute and I just cannot get it to chill. So for anxiety, please send me tips my way because I'm struggling with you, but I feel like pretty much everyone that I'm hearing from is also going through anxiety issues. So what is the biggest challenge that I've gone through in life? It's a big question, but like actually there's like an immediate answer that comes to my mind. And that's gonna be, if you guys don't know, I moved every 2-3 years growing up. So I literally was the new kid at school, I don't even know how many times. And so I really had to learn how to like make friends with people that have been friends forever and just try to like fit in with new crowds. And just to add the cherry on top, I had a boy haircut. And when I say boy haircut, like I mean, it was really, 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 really short. And I'll show pictures and expose myself. But I was bullied a lot for being A, the new kid, but B, for having that, you know, haircut that wasn't so normal for someone my age. Let's keep in mind, I had this for 5 years. 5 years, 2nd till 7th grade. My 2nd grade teacher had this cute pixie cut, and I also loved Audrey Hepburn, and I wanted to be just like her. And so I chopped my hair off against everybody else as well, because I'm a very stubborn person, and I also was as a kid. And yeah, I chopped it off and I really liked it. But here's the thing, 2nd through 7th grade, like that's pretty much when you are just, you haven't hit puberty. Like I hit puberty in like 8th grade. So I didn't have anything here. Not that I have much going on anyway right now, but like there was nothing going on here. Really, like the biggest challenge for me was just getting through bullying. And I look at it with the glass half full, to where I just have to get used to knowing that not everyone's gonna love me. And I think that that really helped me with social media actually, because people can be really harsh on here because they're just hiding behind a phone, you know, and maybe they're really upset with their life and they want to bring it out on a stranger and project a little bit. And so for me, I really think that that's helped me with that. And I also think it's helped me with social skills, because when you have to be the new kid over and over and over, you gotta have some good social skills, or at least you build them and you get thick skin. And I really think it helps you in life. So it was a really big challenge, but like I'm looking at all the things that I got from it and I'm very thankful for it. So pros and cons to it. Do you know what I mean? That's fun. Okay, favorite part about starting a fitness page. I would say there's so many things that I love about it, but I would definitely say the people that I've met, because when I first started this, like I didn't even know it was a thing to like have a fitness page. I just wanted to make a social media to help somebody somehow. I wasn't like, I didn't know there was like this whole fitness community and like friends you'd make and that you'd even like talk with your followers. Like I didn't know how it was supposed to work. But yeah, I didn't know that I was gonna like make friends through this, and I literally have met friends in real life. How many now? I think like 4 or 5. Michaela's from Canada. I met Haley twice now, or 3 times now. And she's in SoCal. I met Paige. I mean, I've just met so many people, just whether it's just online and we never meet in person, or if we do get to meet, it's just like crazy to me. I'm like, how can I have a best friend all the way in Canada that I didn't even meet for like a year and a half of being best friends? Like, what? When I started this page, it was, oh my gosh, this summer it's gonna be 2 years ago. What? Okay, well, when I started this page, I literally like, I just wanted to like help one person. Like we were in quarantine, nobody had motivation, everybody was stressed out, and like the world was just going crazy. And I just wanted to like provide some just like peace and motivation for some people to just get moving in their home because no gyms were open. And I was like, okay, I can be like that fun, upbeat, like motivation, you know? And then it just totally turned into this whole like thing. Like I really work on like loving yourself, loving your body, loving your mind, treating yourself well, being kind to yourself. Yeah, it's really just evolved to the point where it's like, never thought I'd have these many friends that are in my community and in my fam. But like I pinch myself every day being like, how many people do I have in my life right now? Like it's just nuts. But really just knowing that I've helped even one freaking person just makes my day. And like just the DMs that I get, I've cried. I've cried so many times. I've cried so many times, truly. And it's been happy cries. Some of them have been because of trolls, but that's not that common. But I truly, I'm just so thankful. Like I really do have to pinch myself on the daily and be like, wow, this is your life. Where did my brush go? Okay, I'm missing it. I just used that angled brush and then I put it in this brown and I like carved out a eyeliner spot, like a wing, and then I put on the inner corner. And I did a little bit of like the darker brown black just next to my eye to make it a little bit darker. But you know what? I found a joy for working out and I'm starting to love myself more. I hope it'll be a point one day where I'm like, I fully love myself. Do you know what I mean? And I'm sure that I'll get there. But like as of right now, the progress that I've made on just like self-love, it's just, it is insane. If you guys had met Sophie 3 to 10 years ago, whole different girl. Just much more of a negative girl, I would say. I also think like given my background that I talked about earlier, it is so nice to just be accepted for being me. Like when I hop on my stories or when I'm talking on here, I'm not like pretending to be somebody else. I'm just being me and like to my core, and I'm being weird, I'm being quirky, and I get DMs on the daily of people being like, I love how quirky you are. Like your weirdness shines through in the best way. And I'm like, thank you. I'm not gonna get emotional, but it just feels so cool to be accepted for me. And that's why I always like tell people, everyone is so scared to start any sort of a page, like a TikTok, an Instagram, something that's not like a personal profile. And I get questions all the time of like, how did you overcome the fear of being judged or whatever else? And all that I say is I'm just like, All right, well, there's two things. First thing is, if you look in the future, are you gonna regret, like look back and be like, could have started this now and I didn't? Are you gonna regret that? Because if so, just do it now. You're probably gonna regret it anyway because it's a fun thing to do. It's a way to express yourself. And whatever you are starting that page about is probably something that you are very enthusiastic about. Ooh, this is like a good way to end it. So somebody asked me, what are my plans for YouTube and just socials moving forward? Well, I did quit my job in order to find one that will dedicate more time or allow me to dedicate more time to socials. And so that's one step that I've taken to have more time for you guys. And the amount of times that I've tried to create YouTubes, there have been technical difficulties, don't get me wrong. But the amount of times that I've tried to create YouTubes and just like haven't had the time to edit or film, like we're about to be past that stage. I'm gonna have the time. I'll still have a difficult job, but it's not gonna be anything like what I've been doing. So I'm really excited for that. But goals that I have, and we'll see, like when I first start this job, the ramp period's gonna be kind of hard. So I might have a difficult time in the beginning, but my goal is to post a YouTube once a week. And they could just be like basic ones. I want to keep getting feedback from you guys to see like, what do you want to see? Do you want to see more fitness, lifestyle? I don't know, morning routines, nightly routines, like what do you want to see? Because I can sit here and film what I do every day, but if you don't find it entertaining, why am I posting it? Because I'm already doing it myself. I don't need to show myself again. So I just want to make sure that what I'm doing is tailored to you guys, but YouTube is hopefully once a week. I was thinking like every Wednesday or something. But also that just depends on how life is going to be because we don't know what's going to happen. Also, I'm just using this mascara I got in my Ipsy bag. Ipsy again. I just freaking love it. It's called Caution. It's an extreme lash mascara by Hourglass. Wait. That's not working. There you go. Biggest fitness inspiration when starting out. Whitney Simmons and Libby Christensen for sure. I feel like that's like everyone's inspo. You know what I mean? I love them. They're just like so real and so themselves. And I feel like a lot of people when they get behind a camera can just like want to aspire to talk or act like somebody else. And like, they just really are them. And that goes to like Libby's thing that she says all the time is like, be your own inspo. And I really feel like she embodies the heck out of that. And I really love that. All right, last thing is the lips. So we're using Charlotte Tilbury Pillow Talk. Where is it? There. I just get the Cupid's bow, is that what it's called? And then I do right under. So Cupid's bow. Okay. Right under. And that's it. I don't really touch anything else because I used to and it just looked really weird on my face. And I think that's just the way that my lips are shaped. Another fun fact that we'll talk about another day. Really have always wanted to get lip fillers. And it's not just because I'm like looking at other people and wanting what they have or like not having the self-love, but it is something that I've always wanted. Been thinking about for many, many years and I could like it. We'll see. Just something that I think would make me feel more confident. And I'm a big believer in whatever you think will make you more confident, you do. If you want to, of course. All right, makeup is done. Usually I would like curl my hair or something if I'm going out, but we're just hanging at home. My friend's coming over to drink wine with me and we're gonna have a great time. Amanda?
Yes.
Hi.
Hi.
I'm about to film the outro. I'm literally almost done.
Low-key was watching you in the car waiting for you to like be off the live. I like, just got here.
Oh god, you can come in whenever. That would have been fun if you were.
No, but I was cracking up. I was like, I don't want to interrupt you.
Okay, makeup is done. We did the hair earlier. It's like a very natural, like kind of what I do in a day, but a little bit extra. But I'm so happy you guys came along today. If you watched all the way through, I love you dearly. Thank you so, so much. And I'm so excited for the YouTube journey. I'm gonna try and do once a week, but as I start this new job, might be a little bit hard, but I will do the best that I can at least once every other week to post. So I'm just so ecstatic and I hope you guys have the best day ever. And if you guys have any recommendations, pop them in the comments. If you liked it, you know what to do. And if you want to just follow along on the journey and keep on hanging out with me, then subscribe and come join the fam. And you guys know me on Instagram and TikTok. Instagram is Sophie Dolce. TikTok is Sophie.Dolce because someone took my name. And I'll see you again another time soon. Take care. I love you. Have a good day.